Thank you, Larry. So the picks are in. We welcome you to this Draft Champions contest. I'm Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, ready to call the action. And let's get to it. Down to the field. It's time for kickoff. Two teams here amped and ready for football, and off we go in week 2 of Draft Champions. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. First carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. Second down following the run.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now Elliott trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defensive front, to go in that direction, and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
They'll roll him out right. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Complete to Gilmore over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jonathan Babineau, never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. They'll drop to throw. And he fires one incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
Let's go! Move! 58, 3-2.
And the play clock's running down. Out of the gun now on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And Cundiff able to knock it through, And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On first down, Bortles. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards there on the pickup. And that'll be good for an Indianapolis first. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
11 yards on the pickup, and it's good enough for an Indianapolis first down.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. This is Miller. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Bortles to throw for it on 4th down. And this is caught. Pulled in by Clark. Give him 7 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
A good pickup of 6 there on 1st down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, Jeff Fisher brings out the field goal unit. He's going to say, let's get 3. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this will come up short.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Elliott, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Vic Beasley in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll look to throw here. He sets to fire deep. Tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On second down, here's Miller. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front taking that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Now he's going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And out now come the Seahawks. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. This is Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you cross country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with it. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground, but every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
So for that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Shift together here from the D-line. Bortles now on first down. That'll be caught by Rodgers. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Bortles to throw once more. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taylor Gabriel from 6 yards away. And the Colts have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
Running with Elliott. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Lamar Miller, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Back now in the East Bay. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. A dime look defensively. Big play coming on 3rd and goal.
They can still blitz out of this look.
This is caught. Clark. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They're going to look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And the Colts coming out now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, they might want to tear up their scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendencies. 3rd down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it, and they ran it really well and picked up a 1st down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. 2nd and goal as the offense looks to fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the
blitz coming, and down he goes. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They come up in an offset eye. They'll look to throw here. A dump off to Elliott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On third down, Elliott. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. One receiver left, three to the right. And they're going to go soft on the corners. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll set up to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Draft Champions here on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com/Madden. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.
Oh, a tough decision on their hands now. Boy, you talk about a talented player. This guy's one of the best around. Excellent selection. Just what this team needs to maybe get him over the hump. Oh, no question that this guy's going to grade out as a huge impact over what was there before. So, with a handful of starters already nailed down, you have to ask yourself, two words here, difference maker. That's what that pick right there is. What to do here? Build up the interior of your line or get that skill player to add another weapon? In these middle rounds, you have to start asking yourself, do you settle for what's available now? And there's a pick that does fill a hole, but I'm not sure that it's really going to be the one that improves the overall squad a tremendous amount. Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two. Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches or someone who can really help you out at a playmaker type spot? And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way. A bit of a dilemma with this threesome. Which side of the ball do you turn your focus to here? Now it's getting to the time of the draft where you really want to get lucky and hope somebody falls into your lap. Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available.
Thank you very much, Larry Ridley. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. We are ready for this draft champions matchup as you get a quick peek at some of the stars in today's game. We're ready to go. Let's get down to kickoff. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in draft champions. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Sean Robinson continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. In there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a third and long.
Now that's the way to open up a game on defense. Back-to-back sacks. We know that someone's come to play today.
A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a third and very long. From his end zone, it's Rodgers on third and long. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. On the return is Peterson. 51 yards on the punt there, and it'll be Dolphin football. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. Throwing is Manning. Surveying the field. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Manning. He's got time. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Preston Smith coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Now Manning finding time to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And they're going to try for the 4th down conversion. Manning and the offense staying put. Here we go on 4th down with Manning. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them. And really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And McDonald here over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Manning looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now, can't he?
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran taking what the defense will give him.
Throwing now is Manning. That is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and that brings up 4th down.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points. But they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Give them 16 on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Seattle 1st down. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
The intended target was Corey Coleman, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. To throw is Rodgers. Complete out right to Kearse. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Every time I see a hitch pattern dropped, I go back to the combine because there's a drill that they use all the time that's called the gauntlet drill, where a receiver catches the ball and just works his way straight down the line and catches it from different sides. And the problem with that drill is that you don't actually have to secure the catch. You just got to catch it, drop it immediately, and keep moving. and sometimes that shows up on plays like this.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And time for us to take a break here in the booth. More from the desert after this. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Rodgers to throw once more. That's caught at the 2. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 2nd and goal. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patches. I like the
end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Corey Coleman there to make the grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. He's got time in the pocket. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. And the completion, nice throw, nice catch. But Charles, big thanks goes to the men up front.
They allowed the quarterback to throw out of the rocking chair, so to speak. Plenty of time to survey the field and find an open man.
Now Manning. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
2nd down following the incompletion. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. Surveying the field. He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way that he made the play. Came across and knocked it away.
He's got time. He's going to let it go again. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And quickly, they get to the line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Manning now to throw. And able to find Garcon. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Throwing is Manning. He'll buy some time right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Still a long way to go in this draft, but if you can lock up a few key positions here in the first few picks, it's a great luxury to have. And this is a big piece of the puzzle right here. Maybe a no-brainer, but a great pick regardless. One thing this team's going to need is some leaders, and they've got one right here. And this team does have a lot of needs, but this guy is a legitimate star, and he'll make everyone around him better. Some tough choices coming up right about now. Do you go after the best available player, or do you go after a position of need? Oh, and that's a key upgrade right there. He's versatile, athletic, and a big upgrade over what they had. Definitely some options with this pick. Do you take a skill player here or get yourself some help up front? Well, not too tough to see into the thought process of that pick. I'm not sure that this selection is going to provide a huge punch, but he's at least a guy that does have some upside. And now is where you need to make these last picks count. Time to fill any holes you can before it's too late. Maybe not a huge upgrade over what they had already, but they're certainly building up some depth there. Both offensive and defensive options here. They might have to ask themselves which side of the ball needs more attention. It's the age-old question on draft day. What's the bigger need, offense or defense? Yeah, here's a spot where the fan base would be clamoring for a skill player. But do you listen to him or go after someone who can help you up front? Still a few holes on this roster and not a lot of time left to do anything about it.
Thank you, Larry. Brandon Gaudin, along with Charles Davis here in the booth. We are set for a spectacular draft champions matchup and some spectacular talent on your screen right now. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get down to the field for kickoff. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in draft champions. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They come up in an offset eye. First carry for Matt Forte. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. A dump off to Forte. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That can be a downside of putting together a team in draft champions week 1. It's early. You might have some of these mistakes.
You're exactly right, because it does take time to build chemistry, trust, right? Understanding where guys are going to be. And I think that's what led to the interception. They just don't know each other well enough yet. That should build up as the season goes on.
They'll run for the first time with Hill. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Mariota now on 2nd down. And a catch made by Kenny Britt. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Left side and caught by Flainer. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he slides to avoid the hit. 15 yards there on the scramble and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First down, Mariota. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And the tight end has it. It's Flainer. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
On 2nd down, Mariota again. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this 1st quarter. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. 3rd and long here for Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. This a 43-yard attempt. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a scoreless game. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up.
And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. DeAndre Levy able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. And not a typical move here. Instead of a punt, the offense is going to try to go for it. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Play clock winding down. They do go for it. It's Manning. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. New York set to take the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games. The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
That's a tough one not to hang on to. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. To throw is Osweiler. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Again, they run. Again, it's Forte. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
Amari Cooper, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They come up in an offset eye. Now Manning. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's third down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And a cutback, right sideline. A big gain there on third and long. 37 yards. And now a first down following that long gain.
You know what's really hard for a big-time running back? It's patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. This drive, oh, he's come alive and in a big way.